For many statistical procedures, you need to know whether your sample data is normally distributed. So I've just created this Python program that asks you for a CSV file or or a text file or an Excel file actually, and then you just select the file and then it will show you a histogram so that you can just quickly determine whether the sample data is normally distributed or not. The point of this is just to have a quick way to determine whether the sample data is actually normally distributed, instead of having to go through a whole process with some software to create a histogram. Just a few clicks to check whether the sample data is actually normally distributed. So you will just press 1, in which column is your data. In this case I'll make it 0, and then we've got this that pops up, so you can select your folder, and then we've got that pops up. So in this case we can see that it is normally distributed. Okay, and then it just clears the screen so that we don't have all the clutter of the previous inputs on the screen. That's very simple. I'll probably try to improve the interface of it, but yeah, so that's a quick program. Just select view histogram, in which column is your data, column 0, select the data, and then we've got this histogram that pops up, and then you can save the histogram as well. I've used matplotlib for this, and then if you want to exit, you just press 0 and then you can exit. So maybe I should just go through this. I've got matplotlib and CSV, and I found this library for the file dialog functionality to prompt the user to select a file, and then OS and sys just for the exit function. OS, not sure what I used that for. I think that was for clear. Yeah. Okay, so I just specified while true, which means that the menu will always run once any of the options are over. Then we've got the menu input. We've got the variable that's going to store the row that the data is in, or the column actually that the data is in. I've mistakenly labeled that row. And then just if the user input 1, which is to view the histogram, then we've got the input for the column that the data is in. This is the bit of code that lets the user select a file. You can also have the default display only a certain type of file. So if you're only going to be using CSVs, you might want to add here that it's, as you can, yeah, I actually commented this out. So you'd add something like this to the end of this method or function. Then opening the file that you selected, creating the variable for the data frame or for the list, and then just putting the data from the file into this data variable. So appending it. In the CSV file, you need to convert the numbers to integers, because it doesn't come in as an int, so you got to convert it to an int. So here all that this is saying is that for every row in the file that was selected, there is X in the file that was selected, you appending the variable as an int into this data variable. And then where matplotlib comes in, you're just creating a histogram with the data, which is now stored in the data variable, and then plt.show just shows the histogram on the viewer's or the user's screen. So that's what happens if you press 1, and if you select 0, then the system simply exits the program. So I'm going to add more functionality to that in the future, but for now, this is a very quick program that you can use to check whether your sample data is normally distributed or not.